Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here. Today's story is kind of yummy. Oh, I really shouldn't say that, but who likes a good cookie? What's your favorite type of cookies? Chocolate chip cookies, gluten-free cookies, oatmeal raisin, pumpkin spice, snickerdoodles. Oh boy, there are so many different types of cookies, and that's what this book reminds me of. But this book is actually called The Smart Cookie. And it is written by Jory John and Pete Oswald. Now, have you ever heard someone say, "Hey, that's one smart cookie," or "You're a smart cookie"? I don't know where that saying came from, but it's somebody who really uses their mind and thinks and comes up with some great ideas. Have you come up with some great ideas? I'm pretty sure you have. You are awesome. Absolutely. That's number one. And you're here, so that's number two. I'm so excited to share this story with you because let's face it, if you're at school, have you always had the best day ever when you're at school? What? Few of you. But sometimes some things are hard. Now, sometimes math would get really hard for me, but I found different types of math that I really enjoyed and I did much better at. So, big lesson is we never give up. There is a way for each of us to do our very best. And I believe in you. So I would love for you to share. And then I have some other books, The Bad Seed and The Good Egg, that I'm going to be doing. So I really hope that you like these series. I think I did Sour Grape too. I hope you get to see that one. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can come back and we can do more books together and explore the meaning. What does it mean? And what does that feel like for me if I was a bad seed? Oh, or a good egg, or a smart cookie, or a sour grape. Ugh. Well, all these stories are pretty cool adventures to seeing how people can change and what they can do with that change. Yeah, it's never too late for any of us. So don't you forget to come back and share this learning adventure with all of us. And if you want to get a hold of these books that you see here, I went to my local library and I was able to get these books and bring them back for us to enjoy together. Or you can go to maybe your media center at your school. Or if you can't find them there, you can always purchase them at a bookstore or maybe online and support these authors who have amazing imaginations and have been able to write these great stories for us to enjoy. All right, with that being said, let's get started right away. So find your cozy spot and open your mind and your ears to listen and look with your eyes. Sometimes you see some details in the pictures, the illustrations, that maybe the author didn't write. That goes for everything in life, especially when you're talking with someone. Sometimes you see more about how they really are feeling than what they say. So being a good friend and being kind is part of that good listening, overall full body listening. So let's get started. The Smart Cookie. Look at him, all ready to start his day. He's looking pretty good and happy about his day. Hope it stays like that. School can be kind of rough sometimes for some people, right? The Smart Cookie. Oh, look at him doing all his work. Woo. Greetings, I'm a cookie. I live in a bakery on a street corner near a river. Huh. Come on in. Oh, here we go to a nice looking bakery. Who doesn't love to go to a nice bakery? I didn't hear anybody. I guess that means we like to go. Welcome to our little community. It's a warm and supportive place to spend some time. Pretty fantastic, huh? Look at all those things at the bakery. I see donuts and pretzels and cupcakes and different kinds of breads and pies and oh my, what an interesting place to live. Would you want to live at a bakery? These days, life is sweet, but my journey wasn't always a cakewalk. When I was younger, I couldn't have imagined fitting in here. For a long time, I didn't feel comfortable speaking up or sharing my ideas. I didn't feel like a smart cookie. I wanted to be a cookie who knew all the answers, a cookie who felt confident in a group, a cookie who said, aha, when solving a puzzle, like this. Aha! Try that. Nice! Aha! I have the answer. Looking back, I had some trouble in my early days. I went to school in a gingerbread house. Our teacher, Miss Biscotti, was kind and patient. When I arrived each morning, she'd wave at me and smile, like I try to do when I see all my friends coming into school. But I didn't get the best grades. And I never raised my hand because I couldn't think of the answers as fast as all the others. And I was the last to finish most tests. Have you ever been there before? Have you ever felt like that? Oh. It wasn't because I didn't care, and it wasn't because I didn't try. Sometimes I'd get distracted and mess up, even though I knew the material. Those were the most frustrating moments of all. Once I misspelled the word dough. That was rough. Why? Because it said cookie dough. Oh. Another time I added when I meant to subtract. Oh. Occasionally, we'd have a lesson where I had absolutely no idea what was happening. I just couldn't keep up. I imagined that my desk was a raft and that I was completely lost at sea. Because that's what it felt like. Oh no. Those are some big feelings. Like being lost and not knowing what was happening and just not feeling so good about ourselves. I've been there before. Oh, I wonder how this is going to work out. Don't give up, Cookie. Never give up. At night, I slept in a cookie jar. I had about 6 dozen roommates. Move. You move. No, you move. No, you move. No, you move. Yikes. A little crowded in there. I'd stay awake and stare out the window and worry. Oh. And it went this way, day after day after day. But then something happened that changed everything. Oh, I hope it's something good. But I don't know. He looks like he needs something good to happen. Everyone else was sleeping. It all started with a homework assignment. Miss Biscotti requested our attention one afternoon. Tonight, I would like you to create something completely original, she announced. It can be anything anything you want. Please bring it to class tomorrow." That was it. There was no further instructions. Miss Biscotti winked at me as I gathered my belongings. I wonder what she meant. I felt like I had a million butterflies in my stomach. Have you ever had that feeling? Like maybe if you had to get up and speak in front of your class, or when they called on you and you weren't sure the answer? Poor Cookie. Create anything? Something original? Due tomorrow? Oh no, poor Cookie. He looks like he was feeling worried and stressed and didn't know how to make this assignment happen. He looked really sick. Oh, Cookie, I believe in you. Hold on. You're going to think of something. When I got home, I immediately went to work. At first, I tried a cooking project. The results were half-baked. A pun. Next, I tried to hammer and nail something. It splintered immediately. Then I tried making a sculpture. It was a complete bust. I wondered if I was about to fail yet another assignment. I was stuck. I stared out the window and watched the rain hit the river. There was something mesmerizing about the water, how it moved in such a chaotic way, like kind of crazy, unorganized kind of way, swirling around and around, yet ultimately figuring out exactly where it needed to go. Wow, great observation, Cookie. Whew. Aha! He finally got to say it. Suddenly, I had an idea. I decided to write something original. A poem. Look at that. Look at that frown turned into a smile. He looked hopeful. He looked happy. I came up with a title based on how I had been feeling. My Crummy Days. After that, the rest of it seemed to fall into place. I wrote and I wrote. I lost track of time. An hour went by in a flash. Aha! I said when I was finished. I couldn't sleep that night, but it wasn't because I was worried. It was because I was excited. I felt like I had really accomplished something. I felt smart. Good for you, Cookie. I knew you could do it. Never give up. The following day, Miss Biscotti asked for volunteers to share what we'd created. One kid showed off his original frosting art. A donut. Another kid revealed her sprinkle distribution machine. Ooh. Wow, to put the sprinkles in just the right place. It was neat seeing how everyone was good at such different things. Isn't that great? What a discovery. Yes, we are all amazing at different things. Sometimes it can be the same thing and you just have different skills and abilities. But wow, is that true? Look at this. Croissant or crescent. Very good at science. Finally, Miss Biscotti turned to me. Would you like to share anything? She asked. Gulp. I gulped. I thought I'd probably crumble under the pressure. Uh-oh, where was that confidence? Before you were so excited, Cookie. You knew that you are smart. Come on, Cookie, you can do it. Come on, everybody, you say it. Come on, Cookie, you can do it. Come on, Cookie, you can do it. But I made my way to the front of the classroom. I noticed my hands were shaking. My mouth went dry. Oh, I've felt like that before. Oh, come on, Cookie. You know what you wrote was amazing. I want to hear it. This poem is called My Crummy Days, I said, my voice cracking. And then I read it out loud. As I spoke, I noticed some kids nodding at certain lines. Other kids laughed at parts that were supposed to be funny. Good job, Cookie. Keep it up. As I built toward the finale, I felt myself becoming more confident and animated. That means he's really showing that he loves what he's doing. And in the end, everybody clapped and cheered. I promise you this, I'll never, ever forget it. Good, Cookie, good for you. Miss Biscotti was beaming. No one but you could have written that poem, she said. It was completely original. Look, Miss Biscotti was so excited. And look at all the friends. You know what? I think we all have had crummy days. Haven't you? I have. But I didn't give up. I just went about my business and hoped for the best. And I kept trying, just like Cookie did. Aha! I had done it. I created something and shared it with the world. Well, my world, at least. The rest of the day was a blur. By recess, I was already planning my next poem. I would call it My Sweet Morning. What do you think that means? What is he going to write about? About the time he faced his fears and he read in front of the classroom. Aha! I thought when I came up with the title. Later that afternoon, Miss Biscotti handed me a note. It said that I should keep on writing no matter what. That meant so much to me. Thank you, Miss Biscotti, for speaking life and good things into Cookie, because Cookie deserved it. Cookie maybe had a hard time at doing other things, but the teacher really helped unlock Cookie's confidence, and confidence Cookie had. School was a bit different after that. I wasn't so scared to raise my hand or ask a question or share my work. Sure, some things still don't come as easily for me as they do for others. But now I know that you can be smart in many different ways. And that is 100% true. And don't you ever forget it. You don't have to have the answers to every question or suddenly be great at everything all at once. You just need a chance to try all kinds of things, to find out who you are and what you like to do. This story makes my heart so happy, and it's so true. Yeah, and I love what it's doing to Cookie. As for me, I learned that I can write and I can think up great ideas. And I found plenty of other things I'm good at too. I no longer feel lost at sea. It's more like floating down a river. And the best part is, there's always more to learn. Poetry night. Because we're all smart cookies. Look at Cookie now. Cookie kept writing, just like you said. And look at this. All his friends came out to hear his poem. I wonder which one this was. And look at all the friends. Everyone's so happy to hear what Cookie has to say. Oh, I just love this story because I think if we're really all honest, sometimes things just don't come as easy, just like Cookie was saying. And once we start to have confidence in who we are, we start to get to learn about ourselves. And we find out more and more what we're really super good at, what we're getting better at, and maybe some things of, well, maybe I'm better at doing this than that. And that's okay. We're not all made to do all the same things. That would be pretty boring. Actually, if everybody was great at math, or if everybody was great at soccer, or if everybody was great at, I don't know, poetry, or making pottery, or cooking. If we all cooked the same things, we couldn't experience some of the other things that other people are good at, or even best at. So we need everyone to be who they are and explore and find the things that you are amazing at and go and be the best that you can be. Like this author and the illustrator, it says that they are the New York Times best-selling team. They discovered that working together, they can do some amazing things for us to adventure together on. And boy, am I glad they discovered that about themselves. Oh, well, I hope that this week you will have the confidence to discover more things about yourself that you are skilled and talented at and amazing at, because I believe that about you. In this world, we need you. We need you to go out and do good things and make good choices and never, ever, ever give up. Don't do it. Remember Smart Cookie. I hope that every time that you now see a cookie or make a cookie, that you will remember this story and how worthwhile you are, because you matter. Just like Cookie discovered, he had stuff that he could say and people were listening. Yeah. So thank you for joining me, and thank you for being one smart cookie and never give up. And I hope that you have a great week, and don't forget to come back and join us on our learning adventures about our other books from these authors and illustrators. Bye guys, have a great week, and I'll see you again.